won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I'm
No. Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop! I don't. Stop stalking me.
You look like that guy, Mr. Perry. This is Cynthia Ortiz. It is the 12th of February, 2022. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcasts. You look like that guy, that pathetic. Do the disclaimer, use allegedly. Apply the but-for and reasonable person standard to everything I say. To everything here. To everything that's going on in the situation in its totality. We assert all constitutional rights, such as the First Amendment, New York Times versus Sullivan, Garrison versus Louisiana, and the equal protection of all laws, violence against women laws, domestic violence laws, Title 18 of the United States Code, 1512, 1513 laws. Gender discrimination is disgusting, just as bad as racism. So, Mr. Perry's been under investigation for some time. As everybody knows, we've got a witness that says, as long as I've known Charles Perry, he trolls women. Puts hidden cameras in their home. He broadcasts them on the internet. He does it when they're not home. He picks usually women with children. And sells watch time on the dark web. Rakes it in and then starves them to death. He hacks them so they lose he'll find a way to get them fired. Make sure they can't find another job. They lose the house, and then has the ex take the kids away. Ruins these children's lives. Ruins them. And gets off on that. He says he enjoys getting women hysterical. He's a sexual sadist. Enjoys getting women hysterical, and then he goes and rubs one out. He's got a sexual dysfunction called sadism. That is crime causation, not lewd and lascivious talk. It's a sex crime. I'm a victim of sexual exploitation. These kids are victims of child pornography. He's ripping up the lives of little kids and doesn't think twice about it. He's typing in my phone, who told? We'll get you out of this. I don't want out of this. I have protection from you. You know what I want stopped is you. You're a hideous monster and a cop killer. Because we all know you can't beat someone to death while you're asleep and end up with not a mark on you. When you're gone, when you're in jail, Perry, Mike gets to go home to his family. I have my privacy back, I have my reputation back, and I'll never be broke again. So we hear you wanted to get me on lewd and lascivious. They wanted to get her on lewd and lascivious until she explained she's talking about crime causation. She shouldn't have to explain it. It's pretty clear that's what she's doing. These guys are fucking idiots. That's why they won't let her in court. Intellect problem. They got 5 seasoned attorneys and they won't let me in court. And yesterday my prosecutor guy tells me I'm sitting here listening to them talk about making sure you don't get the appeal filed. It's due on the 14th because the 14th is Sunday, the 15th. He goes, I'm sitting here watching them hack your Uber Eats app. I'm sitting here watching him type in your phone names of people he thinks is telling, like he thinks you would actually answer that question. I'm not told that. You're deadly. You're a danger, Perry. So we're all gonna make sure you never get those names. I don't even have them, and I'm not danger. But if I did have them, what in the fuck reason would I have to help you? He says, you may not make it. It's possible you won't make it. They're sitting there having meetings. We can't let her file that appeal. We can't let her file that appeal. What can we do to make sure she doesn't? I'm sitting here listening to it. So you may not get it done. It's not your failure. All you have to do is the best you can do. It's their failure. What I need you to do, if you get nothing else done, get that DOR filed and the amended to the Tulsa County Court. Get that out. And so I did. It's out. It's done. So he goes, if not, I can do a lot with that. Everything you do in civil court is going to be used in criminal if it's illegal. And I've said that, and you guys do it anyway. and then ask, who told on us? Who told on us? You've been told over and over and over and over. Every fucking day I'm quoting you guys. It's unbelievable. And you just go right back at it. When you put your hand on a hot stove, you get burned. When you fuck with me, you get told on. I have help. I can't do that by myself. How many times you got to get your hand burned off before you just leave me the fuck alone? Quit putting your hand on the stove. Nobody asked you what you think, Perry. No one cares. We're sick of you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. I said get out of my life. Leave me the fuck alone, didn't I? It costs no money and no time, and you don't need to cover up. If you leave people the fuck alone. Stay away from me. Stay away from my family. Stay away from my friends. Stay away from everybody I know. So, the other thing that happened is that there's a guy that goes, like, Perry acts like he's under some kind of threat from her. She's moved twice, mind you, to get away from him. He goes to Oklahoma. They can't get him to leave Oklahoma. He won't fucking go back to Lubbock, where his family is, his job, his people. You know anybody that does that? Goes where the threat is and won't fucking leave? He's not under threat. She is. She moved to get away from him. Twice. And, by the way, I paid Lady Godiva's $5,000 in no-show fines. When you schedule to work, you're self-employed. When you schedule to work and you don't go, some clubs will fine you. $5,000 I paid Lady Godiva's in no-show fines because you were there by proxy. David Robertson, Terry Wagner, Mickey James, Pinto. And I was under threat. And I was scared. It wasn't safe. My guys are like, stay home. He's going to do something to you. So not only did I lose the money I had to pay out in no-show fines, but the money I would have made working. That's how much I avoided being anywhere near where Perry and his threat were. Moved twice. Completely changed my life. Changed careers, changed everything to get away from some nutbag like that. And my choices are continue to live in hell, starve to death, be tortured and tormented, and fucked with all the time. Or my guys put you in jail and it's over. I get my privacy back, I get my reputation back, and I'll never be broke again. And he's asking how he can get me out of that. It's like trying to talk to a mental infant. I have zero motivation. That's not even a choice. I want my privacy back. I want my money back. I want my life back. I don't even, I can make money. Everybody's like, she's too smart to be that broke. He's taking her money. He's stealing from her. Guess what? The other victims that have children, he's taking money from those little kids. Who the fuck is that awful? Who the fuck is that mean? A sadist who gets off on watching people get upset. You're pathetic. You're pathetic, Perry. I can make money. Get your hands out of my wallet. That's what Lucky said. That phrase, get your hands out of my wallet, came from Lucky. I would usually say, stop taking my money. Stop running off my customers. Stop stealing my money. That phrase, get your hands out of my wallet, get your hands out of her wallet, that came from Lucky Miller. Leave me alone, weirdo. Find a woman that can't keep her hands off you. For you, that's going to require some twisted up chick. Sick, twisted motherfucking chick. I'm not a sadist. No one has kicked your criminal ass harder than I have. No one. You guys were talking about that too. We've never been sued before. We've never been sent an invoice before. Our prosecutor wanted me to do that, Mr. Perry, so you can't claim it as a defense in your criminal case. She consented and didn't ask for payment. There's no crime here. He said, do you consent? Well, of course not. Do you want to be paid for being, entertainment for someone else in the privacy of your home? Absolutely. Then you better ask him. Because we can't have him go into court and say there's no crime here. I'm like, I've told them not to watch me on I've told them that. They just go, oh, she's just crazy. We're not doing that. He goes, nope. I want a letter sent, certified mail. Because I'm fixing to charge him. And he cannot, We can't have this where he says you consented and didn't ask for payment. If you don't consent and if you want payment, you better ask him. So I did last summer. There's the other thing was this guy's like, Charles, 1 minute walks around with a forged marriage license acting like they're a couple. The next minute walks in with an entourage and says he's under threat. She's moved twice, mind you, to get away from him. You ever hear that? Where somebody, the threat moves away and you go to the threat and you won't leave? They can't get him to leave Oklahoma and go back to Lubbock where he lives. Does it sound like he really feels like he's under threat? You ever heard of that? I don't think he is. I think she's under threat. So, my guys record Perry one night. Right around the time we found out Mike Neely was drugged. Right about that same time. I think we found a hitman that can finally kill her and it won't be linked to us. Listen, Perry, I said shut the fuck up. No one asked you what you think, did they? So they're like, yeah, well, you gotta have you go to work. What they're gonna do is they're gonna stage a medical emergency. You help the person in having the medical emergency. They're gonna tell you he's got a virus or something and you need a shot or you'll get it too. It's strychnine. They're gonna kill you dead. And I heard the recording of the hitman say, what do I do if she won't take the shot? Perry said, you make sure she takes the shot. You tell her she'll die if she doesn't. That was the night I missed work. I heard the recording of you. And that, in the people that got me that recording, you think I won out of that? Wow. You think my choice would be to give up what I'm about to have, my privacy back. I won't ever be broke again. I'll have my life back, my reputation back, my family back. You're not going to be a threat to them either anymore. All that's over. Mike gets to go home. Or spend the rest of my life being tormented and tortured and starved and raped by a monster cop killer. Yeah, it's not a choice. So when you type in my phone names, it is, wow, you are off your nutty, whack job, kook as it gets. That speaks to the delusion that you would even ask. You think I want out of that? Fuck you. We all want you gone. Everybody's sick of you. We all want for you to be gone. We're all sick of you. Listen to the words I'm saying. When you get told on, that means I have some help you can't get to. When you get told on, that means I have some help you can't get to. I'm having to repeat myself. When you get told on, Perry, that means I have help you can't get to. That means I have help I want in my life, not you. It'll never be you. We all want for you to be in jail. We're tired of the problems and the loss and the drama. Profound loss. You didn't stop my toe. This is catastrophic, profound loss, day after day after day after day. No one's ever billed us before. No one's ever sued us before. Most women don't know they're even being watched and that we're causing the problems. She figured out that. She solved a murder we did. She's billed us. We've been invoiced. My guy tells me yesterday, all you can do is the best you can do, but I'm sitting here listening to them talk about making sure you don't file that appeal. Get the Tulsa County part done, if you can, if nothing else. If you can, do the best you can do. That's all you can do. That'll help me if you get that done. So it's done. Leave me the fuck alone. You are to leave me alone. It is against the law to hack, stalk, peep, rape women. You're a rapist. That's it. I'm not in love with you. It's rape. You are a hideous, sick, twisted motherfucker. Get away from me. You're this guy, except worse. Much, much, much worse.
Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave
happened?
me alone.
What steps?
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I'm
No. Just talk.
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please,
what
God
happened-
bless you, but
what
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What's
Please leave me alone.
Does it look fun to have to live like that? Perry, I can't stand you. I didn't just move twice. I moved 4 times to get away from you and your unwanted, disgusting rape. When you force yourself on a woman that doesn't like you, it is rape. I've been physically raped. I've been peeper raped. It feels the same. Some skank forcing themselves on you against your will. I've been fighting. Listen, no one should have to sue someone to make them leave them alone. Mr. Perry, I'm going to repeat myself. I don't care what you think. You shut up. Connie Curry, nobody asked you. What were you asked to do? Act like a man of your age who's not crazy. What were you asked to do? Leave me alone. It is illegal to continue making unwanted contact with someone after they've said, leave me alone. I moved twice. Completely changed my life to get away from you. I have help you can't get to. I want that help. We want you to go away. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the... Perry, shut up. He types in my computer when I'm doing this. Like he thinks it's a conversation. The only way you could know I'm doing this because it's recorded is peeping and hacking. This is not a conversation, sir. This is a cease and desist. Verbal cease and desist. You're going to jail. When you're in jail, I'll be happy again. If you really care about somebody, you tell them, I want you to be happy even if it's not with me. I don't want you to be hurt. Not Perry. I want you to be miserable. I want you to hurt. I want you to starve. I want you to feel raped. Because I get off on that. I'm a sicko. I'm a sick, twisted nutbag sicko. You're caught this time. You guys touch the stove, you get burned. Who told on me? I don't know. Wouldn't help you if I did. I have zero motive to do that. Because when you're in jail, my privacy back, my reputation back, my family won't be threatened anymore. See, I've had to stay away from my family because you were asking so many times, is it your family? Is it your family? And then my guys are going, they're saying they're going to have the EPA go after Craig because they think he's a leak. Just stay away from your family for now. You go over to my family and tell, oh, we're going to do this to hurt her and we're going to do that to hurt her. And you have to help. So then I worry, if I go talk to them, are they going to be falsely accused of slipping up? Did your family tell you? Why are you talking to my family? You were told to fuck off. Weren't ya? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? I'm not going to help you. I'm not told that, but even if I was, why would it help you? Because when you're in jail, I'm not broke again. I have my privacy back. I have my reputation back. Mike's home with his family. Peace. There's much suffering in the land right now that you're causing. Everybody's sick of it. Everybody's been sick of it for a couple years now. You ever heard of anybody that feels threatened, go to the threat, and they can't get him to leave? Goes with an entourage. She's moved twice, mind you, to get away from him. And he says she's a threat. Lewd and lascivious. You guys are stupid. And that's what the guy said. He was trying to get her on lewd and lascivious until she explained she's talking about crime causation and she's a victim of a sex crime. He's the lewd and lascivious, not her. Why does she always have to explain what she's saying? These guys are mental slows. She shouldn't have to explain that. You can tell that's what she's mean. She didn't have to explain every little thing. That's why he's always told on. Everybody's sick of you. I shouldn't have to explain everything. You fuck off. You're breaking the law. You're offending everybody. You're getting told on. You fuck off. You are never invited to my life. Never. I helped you get elected. And then I left town to get away from you. And then I had to leave the state to get away from you. You're an intruder, sir, not an invited guest. You're pathetic like him.
Alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No,
I
I don't. Just talk
Leave
to
me
No,
alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
I'll leave you alone.
leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want. All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
He's not asked what he thinks, nor are you. You're a 12-year rejected fail. Success is when you move on and you find a woman who can't keep her hands off you. I cannot stand you. Because of the syringe thing, you get anywhere near me, I am to beat you down and hold you down until cops arrive to arrest you. You are not to come near me. I wouldn't touch, oh my God. It's the crazy that is imposed upon me. The sicko that is imposed upon me against my will. It is a burden. It is a burden. I didn't ask you what you think. Shut up. How many times do I have to say the same thing, sir? I moved twice to get away from you. I didn't tell anybody for 4 years, except a couple of close friends. I didn't want to be a scandal. I didn't want my kids to have to deal with the soap opera. So I didn't tell people what was going on, except a few close friends. Then I moved again. Then I had to go public. Because you know, when I'm a little kid, and I have a police chief granddad and a cop dad, and a great granddad who's also captain of detectives, and they're telling me if somebody ever tries to get you, come up behind you, they have a gun to your head or a knife to your throat, scream, kick, do whatever you have to do. Draw attention. Because what they could do, if you don't, they'll tell you, I'm going to kill you if you make a noise. Make a noise, anyway. Because they can pull you back into a vehicle, take off with you, and we would know what happened to you. When you draw attention to yourself, somebody's going to look, they can maybe get a plate, they can maybe stop it before they take off with you, and maybe help you. So, you draw as much attention as you can, no matter what they say. There's a better chance that you're going to live. They may take off running. But if you don't say anything, they're going to grab you. They're going to put you in a car. You're gone. We'll never see you again. We don't know who took you. You're screaming. You're yelling. People are going to start looking. Somebody's going to get a plate or they'll take off running, or you have a better chance of living. Don't listen to what they say. Scream, yell, holler, draw attention. That's what this is, dumbass. You're not under threat. You are pathetic. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. Watching what you're putting me through. Watching what you put other people through. Your drama queen act. You're not under threat and you know it. Do you know you ever heard anybody that goes where they think a threat is and you can't fucking get them to leave? She moved twice, mind you, to get away from him. $5,000 of no-show fines, plus whatever money I didn't make that night to avoid a threat. That's a lot of money, Perry. That's only at one club. There's more that I haven't. I don't know off the top of my head what it was at Stillwater. No-show fines. Same reason. Same thing. That's where Pinto went. Stillwater. You're fucking nutty. And he's typing in my phone after he's gotten caught over and over more than ever in his life. And after he knows the reason for that is everybody's sick and tired of watching him put me through this. He's got leaks and wiretap orders. Everybody's sick and tired of you. When an act is criminal and it's deviant, it's outside social norms, that means this society said, we're civilized, we don't tolerate that. We don't tolerate what this guy is doing. We don't tolerate it. It's a crime. You go to jail if you do it. That means people don't like it when you do that. And that means when you do things people don't like, they're not going to like you. People are sick and tired of watching what you're doing to me. So we got help. We got a lot of help, sir. You are to get your cameras out of my home. Our witness says he puts cameras in women's homes when they're not home. He'll pay the landlord, the maintenance guy, or a locksmith get a camera in their house when they're not home, and he'll broadcast them on the dark web, and he gets these women fired so they're fucking starving to death while he rakes it in. Our prosecutor says we're not going to have him go in and claim the defense that there's no crime because you consented and didn't ask for payment. If you don't consent and if you want payment, you better tell him. So I did, certified letter, and I wanted the copy of the marriage license that's forged. I would never consent to that. Now you got people questioning your sanity. What is it? Is she a threat? One minute she's a threat, and the next minute he's running around with a forged marriage license. They're a couple. This guy's wacky. Yeah, imagine having to have that kind of conversation every day. Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Is it the people I've never even heard of? Don't know, never met him. Is this person telling? Is it your family? I told you to stay the fuck away from my family. I'm staying away from my family so you can't accuse them of that. To protect them. We all know when you're gone, we can go back to life. I've known my family all my life. You came in and butt into something had nothing to do with you, uninvited. You're not an invited guest. You're an intruder. You are to cease and desist. So it's duly noted for the record. My prosecutor sat there and listened to y'all talk about, make sure she doesn't file that appeal. We can't let her file that appeal. Sat there and listened to it. And then he tells me, I know what you're up against. It's not your failure if you can't get it done. It's theirs. I'm sitting here listening to them talk about how to make sure you don't get that appeal filed. At least get the thing on Tulsa County. At least get it. Mr. Perry, that is a crime. What you do in the civil case illegally is going to be used in a criminal case. I've said that. Do what you do. There's your shovel. Dig away. Go touch that hot stove. Your hand's coming off. You're seeing things you've not seen before. We've never been billed before. We've never been sued before. You shouldn't have to sue someone to get him to leave you the fuck alone. The first suit, Mr. Perry, I didn't ask for money. I asked the judge to make you leave me the fuck alone. Do not contact me. I hate it. When you're in jail, you can't do that anymore. You can't invade my privacy anymore. You can't bother my family anymore. And I won't be broke again. So what do you think I want? It's not you. It's that. You're gone. We're all sick of you. We are all sick and tired of you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. You're not a victim. Shut up and get out. You're a troublemaker. We're all sick and tired of you. Everybody's sick and tired of you. It's not that hard to get information. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. We don't know who these people are. I think they're just flicking at us right now. It could stand up and crush us at any moment, and I don't want to be anywhere near Perry when that happens. Your guy said. Your guy said that. I said, get out of my life. Get out of it. All of you, get the fuck out of my life. When you bother me, you get told on. Yesterday. When you bother me, you get told on. When you bother me, you get told on. When you bother me, when you touch a hot stove, you get burned. What kind of mental infants are you? After all this time, over and over, pretty much every day, since the McNamara email, there's a reason it's taken time. We don't have to answer to you. We don't have to explain that to you. It's none of your business. Be glad for every day you're not in prison. How about that? When you bother me, you get told on. When you bother me, you got yesterday. Just get the thing on the Tulsa County. If you can at least do that, I can work with that. In my criminal case, impeding civil court processes, sir, is illegal. Cease and desist right now. Get out of my phone. He's like, we're sitting here watching him jam up your Uber Eats app so you can't make money. Get out of my phone. I don't want anything to do with you, sir. You're this guy. No one asked you what you think, did they? You were asked to leave me alone for years. What does that say? Back in 2014, when you started butting in between me and Fabian. I don't want a scandal. You know what I want? I want for him to leave me the fuck alone. You chose a mess. You choose it every time you contact me, every minute you peep and hack, every minute you bother my family, every minute you make a problem. You choose. You choose to get told on. That's your choice. And what we're not going to use that to play it as, party entertainment. I mean, this is enough. We're tired of repeating the same thing. We've said this over and over and over and over and over already. I don't know what kind of people are that mentally slow. You got to say the same thing over and over and over, and they don't get it. Get out of my life. When you bother me, you get told on. Who's telling is not relevant. Doesn't matter. None of your business. You don't get to know that. You're dangerous. So, fuck you. I'm not even told that, and I'm not dangerous. That information is very, very, very well protected. Because you have a bad habit of killing people. You're a cop killer. Allegedly. If you didn't kill Lucky and frame Mike, you would have come and said the same thing I did. You can see clearly Mr. Neely has nothing on him. We'll show it. Hang on. Point out the injuries that look like he was in a fight. Point them out. Get the arrest report. Do the same thing. The arrest report says nothing. He's got a red swollen right hand. Yeah. And a needle in it. Needle. Made it red and swollen. Detective Fife. So if you get somebody that didn't do this murder and frame him, that's tried to kill him too, they're gonna say that, yeah, I can see he has nothing on him, and we didn't do that. Let's find out who did, because I clearly he didn't. We backed the blue, but that's not what you did. You've attacked me and attacked me and attacked me. You're raping me. I don't like you, Mr. Perry. I said get out of my life, didn't I? I moved 4 times to get away from your unwanted rape. You are pathetic. No one cares what you think. You were not asked. What were you asked to do? Act like you understand adult language. Because you act like a mental infant. When you respond inappropriately to the words just said, then your intellect and delusion is thus like eking and sliming out all over the place. Everyone can see it. When I say leave me alone, and your response is, who told on me? I'm not told that. Who told on me? Is it this guy? Is it that people I've never heard of? People I've never fucking even heard of. inappropriate response to the words just said. You need to act your age. Act like you understand words. Act your age. We think he has Alzheimer's because he's not acting his age. His responses to the words just said are never appropriate. When you've been told for years, I'm not told who your leaks are. I don't know who your leaks are. Wouldn't help you if I did. Here's what I'd like you to do. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. You don't have the right to rape me in my house. You don't have the right to rape me. You don't have the right to rape me. You don't have the right to rape me. You do not, sir, have the right to rape me. Get out. When you bother me, you get told on, because you don't have the right to rape me. Get out. Nobody should have to sue to get a rapist to leave them alone. There is no lewd and lascivious conversations other than crime causation. I'm being raped. In the privacy of my home. Mr. Perry is a sex offender. Watching children in the privacy of their home is child pornography. Selling them watch time on the dark web like he does is child pornography. Sexual exploitation of women and children. If you're not in the loop on that investigation, then you better be careful. Because sometimes these things pop up in a different courtroom. Then what are you going to do? It's duly noted for the record, Mr. Perry, that you want to impede my appeal. No one asked you what you think. Listen to the words I'm saying, sir. No one asked you what you think. Listen to what I'm saying, Mr. Perry. You're a grown man. Right now, you need desperately to prove you're doing anything but what I say you're doing. Mr. Perry, shut up. This is not a conversation. Get out of my computer. You need to prove you're not crazy. Go to Lubbock. Hang out with your friends and your family. Go work. Get off your fat, lazy, perverted ass and go fucking work. You need to control yourself. You're pathetic. I left. There's not a romance here. This is you're a job. That's it. It's duly noted for the record you got. My prosecutor tells me, I know what you're up against. You may not make the appeal. You may not make it. They're trying everything they can to make sure you don't. That's not your failure. That's theirs. All you have to do is the best you can do. But what I need you to do, if you can at all, is get the part of it done to Tulsa County. I want that amended petition and that designation of the record filed. If you can get that done at all, that would help me a lot. Whatever else they do, illegally, to hurt you, to impede, to cause you loss, I'm going to charge them with a crime for it. Every single thing they do. They breathe wrong and it hurts you. I'm going to charge them with it. They're going to prison. When you're in prison, Perry, I will never be hungry again. I will never be broke again. I'll have my privacy back. I'll have my family back. We'll be safe. Because you're causing a lot of suffering in the land. I'm not going to help you. I'll never help you. It's been 12 years. I'll never help you. We all want for you to be gone. Now, please respond like you understand. And you're not a mental infant. No means no. I have nothing but deep, deep disgust for you. You're a cop killer. Allegedly. You would have come out for him if you weren't. You would have said, we didn't do that. But sure, you can see he didn't look like he was in a fight at all, much less did a deadly beatdown. So let's find out who did that murder. But that's not what you did. You have attacked me, and make sure she can't file that appeal. Recorded. And those recordings are not being obtained to play as party entertainment. They're being obtained to put you in jail, and you never get out. We're seeing things we've not seen before. We're just getting started. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Leave me the fuck alone. You're a rejected failure every day. Success is having somebody that wants you. I don't. I've moved twice, 4 times to get away from you. Completely changed my life. Sued the fuck out of you. You're impeding the civil process of court. Does not make me like you. It makes me hate your guts. Everybody's sick of you. So expect to be told on every time you breathe wrong. Expect it. Nobody owes you answers. Nobody owes you explanations. You're a bad guy. You're a very, very bad guy. We all want you stopped. We're sick and tired of dealing with it. Get out of my house. Shut up and go away. No one asked you what you think. You were not asked. What were you asked to do? Leave me the fuck alone. Get out of my house. Get your cameras out of my house. Leave me the fuck alone. Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Stop hacking me. It's illegal. Stop it. Get out. Shut up. Go away. Stop making me repeat myself.
Talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early.
It's rape. You're a rapist. You're a sex offender. You're a rapist and a sex offender. I said get out. I said no. When you push me after I've said no, all you do is boo, you piss me off. I said no. I said get out. Stop acting like a delusional whack job and get the fuck out. And don't fuck with my family again. Don't fuck with me again. And then don't complain when you get told on. You asked for it. We gave it to you because you asked for that. All you had to do is leave me the fuck alone. I can't stand you. Get a grip on reality. Leave me the fuck alone. It's duly noted for the record you thought you could make another lie work. She's talking about crime causation. He thought he could get her on lewd and lascivious. These guys just prove they can't understand what words mean. She shouldn't have to explain every little thing she says. She's talking about crime causation. His crime. He's the lewd, lascivious one. Just explain every time it's a metaphor and analogy. Or that's not meant to be taken literally, Matt. It's just snark. Because these guys are that stupid. That's why they won't let her in court. Make sure she can't file the appeal. Make sure. My prosecutor tells me that. Get that thing filed on Tulsa County Court. Everything else is icing on the cake. Whatever else they do, icing on the fucking cake. Get out of my home. Peeping is a crime. Hacking is a crime. Stalking is a crime. Get the fuck out of my home. I said no. The more you push me after I say no, the harder I'm going to kick your ass because I said no. And nobody's done what I've done. Nobody's done what I've done. Everybody's sick of the repeat. Everybody's tired of the repeat.
Other shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't. Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're
in a civilized society, we do not tolerate peeping, hacking, and stalking, torment, torture, starvation of women and children, sexual exploitation of women and children. When you bother me, you get caught. There's never a date. You get told on and caught because you don't know who I am and you don't know who I know. But I have help you can't get to. Nobody owes you an explanation. You fuck off. You get in compliance with the law, and you fuck the hell off me. Nobody owes you an explanation. I have help you can't get to. It's none of your business. If they wanted you to know, they would tell you. It's a need to know for a reason. Get the fuck off me. Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Get your cameras off me. Get away from me, ugly. You're a monster, you're a cop killer, and you're a rapist. Get off me. You don't have a choice. As many times as we've quoted you, we think it is hysterical. You think you do. It speaks to you're crazy. You are nuts. You are wackadoodle. Delusional as it gets. Deal with reality. Get out of my life. You don't have a choice. Get out of it.
Or not. Unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior, and you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
So this got sent out as per the request of the prosecutor investigating you. If you can get nothing else done, get that done. I'm sitting here listening to them talk about getting in your money, getting in your wallet. Those are Lucky's words. I'd say they're taking my money. They had a guy, my guys hired a guy to go to every club I've worked at, Mr. Perry, on the nights when I was there and the nights when I wasn't. He said it is vastly different when you're not there. Vastly different, whole different thing. We know exactly how much money he took, to the penny. Lucky used the words, get your hand out of her wallet. The 18th of December was a bust because Charles and Dave couldn't get their hands out of her wallet. We worked for weeks on that. The plans of the wicked will come to nothing. How many times has that happened? They will gnash their teeth in frustration. Be not deceived. God isn't mocked. You reap what you sow. You fuck with people, you're gonna reap that. You like rubbing one out, the witness says. Those are his words. I'm quoting a witness. Charles likes to rub one out. This is crime causation, dumbass. You need to keep up with everybody else. You're like a mental infant, all of you. So that's what the guy goes, they won't let her in court. There's some intellect problems. She has to explain every little thing she says. Doesn't have to explain it to me. I know exactly what she means. You need to respond right to the words said to you, sir. Right now, you're going to have a hell of a time proving that your IQ is anything above 30. Mr. Perry, you shut up. When in your life have you been caught this much in your crime? When in your life has your crime been caught this much, Mr. Perry? Mr. Perry, get real. Get in reality. When in your life has your crime been caught this much, Mr. Perry? When in your life, Mr. Perry? Pay attention to what's being said to you and respond appropriately. You act like a mental infant. I'm not shitting you with that. When somebody says something to you, you act just like Neil. She's telling him, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Well, when he starts talking about her clothes. And everybody's like, the fuck? You're gone. Your mind is gone. Respond right to the words just said. When in your life has your crime been caught this much? Your guy said, we've never had a victim do this before. Most don't know they're even being watched. They don't know we're causing their problems. This one found out all of that. There's so many I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. When in your life has your crime been caught this much? You need to deal with reality, and you're not. You're stuck in planet weirdo delusional. I think you are a disgust. I think you're garbage. You're never going to get a date with me. You don't fit into my crowd. My crowd is normal. My crowd is intelligent. You're neither. You can't do it if you had to. So, we got this. It went out. Don't fuck with me. Because when you do, you get told on. You did yesterday. He's trying to get her on lewd and lascivious until she explains she's talking about crime causation. She's a victim of sex crime. That is lewd and lascivious, but it's being imposed on her. She shouldn't have to explain that. I know what she meant. Why does Perry have to have everything explained to him? Why does she always have to explain when she's making a joke, snarky or sarcasm or analogy or metaphor? They don't get it. It's like talking to a mental infant. You need to keep up with everybody else. Your crime is offensive. That's why it's a crime. It's deviant, outside social norms. In a civilized society, we do not tolerate it. You're making everybody mad. You're a burden and an imposition everybody wants gone. No motive to help you. So I'm not told who your leaks are. Wouldn't help you if I was. I have no motive to. When you're in jail, there's no more torment. There's no more torture. There's no more starvation. I have my privacy back. I have my reputation back. Mike's back home with his family. And I'll never be broke again. I have zero motive to help you. You want to impede the appeal? You're going to have to answer to the guys that helped me. Get the fuck off me.
Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
No, just talk
Leave
to
me alone.
No, I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes and
No,
I'll leave you alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice to you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just talk
Leave me alone.
I will.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's
Not the right response to what was just said to him, and you're no different. You're worse. You're worse. They won't let her in court because there's intellect issues. She has to explain everything she says to them, not to everybody else. I worked in a strip club with girls, young girls. A lot of them were raised by drug addicts. They didn't finish high school, and some of them are on drugs themselves. I never had to say that twice. Never had to explain what I meant. So, what is wrong with you? You want to be a dignitary, then act like one. I'm not in love with you. You make my skin crawl. You're worse than this guy. You're dangerous. You're a cop killer. I come from police. Nobody has caught your crime as much as we have. Nobody. And yesterday, my guys, they're trying to impede your appeal. I've sat here and listened all day to them talk about it. I sat here all day and heard them talk about it. I know they're trying to keep you from getting it done. It isn't your failure, it's theirs if you can't get it done. I'm sitting here watching them jam up your Uber Eats app. They're trying to make sure you don't have any money. So, if you can possibly get the one on Tulsa County Court filed, that'll help my case. That'll help me. The rest is icing on the cake. Whatever it is they do that's criminal, I'm going to get them on it. When in your life has your crime been caught this much? You are a job, Perry. That's it. You're an imposition and a burden. You were told to leave me the fuck alone in 2014 and every day since. And you choose to touch the stove and get burned. Everyone's laughing at you. Have you ever seen anybody go where the threat is and you can't get them to leave? She moved twice to get away from him, mind you, twice. They can't get him to go fucking home to Lubbock where he lives and get out of Oklahoma. And he says he thinks he's under threat. Please, with the drama queen act. Get out of my life, you sick son of a bitch. Do not contact my family. Do not contact my friends. Don't hack, don't peep. Don't contact me. All of you, get the fuck away from us. Or don't complain when you get told on and end up in prison. We're chomping at the bit for that. My guys are like, you're not the only one asking us to hurry up. You're not the only one asking us to hurry up. Everybody's sick of those guys. Troublemakers. People are tired of feeling scared, anxious, like vomiting. Get away from me, Perry. Stay away from me. This is a legal demand. It's a cease and desist. Over and over and over and over. We have to repeat ourselves, and we're all tired of that. You need to keep up with everybody else. Stop acting like that guy. Civilized society, we don't put up with it. Cut it the fuck out and get off me. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.